Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound Divination Wave, and this is day 10 of the June daily draws. So as we start a new week, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot Then of the Rainbow, followed by an oracle card from the Scenes of the Witch Litha Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. So we have the Four of Swords. This is usually about rest. This is usually particularly rest of the mind. So maybe we're not to be overthinking something as we start the week. Just let things appear. Just perhaps this is not the time to be overthinking something. Maybe we need to let our thoughts settle a bit. This is not the way, also not the time to be putting forth our arguments, fighting a battle. This is the time to lay down our sword for a bit. Just to have a break in proceedings of arguments, of putting our case forward, fighting a battle of words or whatever it may be, trying to be too analytical in our thinking. No, let's let things settle in our minds. Let there be that we've been having this sense of getting to a place of stillness, so that we can perhaps hear our inner voice. We've had this thing about stillness and letting things take their course, surrendering to the process. And this is this is trying not to force anything. Try not to force our minds to come up with something. No, just let the thoughts generally come naturally. And that's where perhaps then something will emerge into our minds, unexpectedly or out, just will spontaneously. There'll be underlying factors to it. It won't be completely spontaneous, but it's probably been hidden below the surface, things going on in our minds. Our subconscious may be aware of it, but there's too much going on in our conscious minds for us to be aware of it. And that's why we need to let our thoughts settle. And then as that noise in our minds sort of calms down, then that leaves room for the right kind of thought that's maybe been going on subconsciously to come into our conscious mind, and we suddenly realize the answer that we've been looking for. So this isn't a time to try and force our thinking in a certain direction. So, not to force the issue, but to let ourselves and the universe bring things about in a more natural way. Let it emerge rather than try and force it into being. So that's what I believe it's saying as you start the week. Don't try and force anything, particularly with thinking and communication. Just let things naturally emerge at the right time, in the right way. And then things will become clearer. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. We have that sunset dinner card again that we had last week. That invitation to sit at the table. So this, to me, again, is about just sit down. Don't try and force anything. Accept that invitation to sit, be seated at the table. An invitation awaits you. Yell to the stars that you are ready to go. Just say that you're ready. That's all you need to do. Sit and say, I am ready. And let things emerge naturally. And in the due time, the due process, things will come. So the message here is just not to force anything, but to just say that, put yourself in the position of readiness to receive. That's all we need to do. And set our intention. Say, look, we're ready to go. But not to force anything. Let that mind, let all that busyness of the mind and everything settle down, and things will gradually emerge. And then once you know the way forward, you'll certainly be able to follow on from that invitation that you've said yes to, that you're ready to go, and then you'll know where you're going. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 11. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.